Howdy, howdy doody. This is an impromptu live. I know I probably should have let y'all know I was going to do that in advance, but if anybody pops in, catches it, hello. If not, catch it on the replay. So, as y'all know, I've been trying to downsize for the longest because living in this 30-foot RV, we need the space. Today, I'm about to go ahead and but do something that I've been pushing back for years now. Now I think about it, I'm going to finally downsize the CDs. Now, I didn't think I was going to do this, but when I did the drive from Nevada to PA, I tried to listen to some of these CDs and they were skipping. So it's like, what's the point in holding on to these things? What's the point? What up, Kim? Welcome, welcome. I'm glad you were able to pop in. Just letting you know, I'm just stopping in for a little bit. This wasn't a planned live, so happy you were able to make it. Today we're going to try to do some downsizing. And for some reason, I feel like if I downsize on live, it makes these moments last a little bit longer. I'm about to get rid of these CDs, some of which I've had since the 90s. But they got to go. They got to go. And hopefully this may motivate some people who are trying to do some who else we got? Eugene in here. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully this Eugene Holmes, welcome to the live. This may motivate some of you who've been wanting to downsize as well. Don't be ashamed. Don't be afraid to do it in baby steps. Vicky Davis, nice to see you from Northern Virginia. Good to see you in. So you guys are already asking. One of the fur babies is right here. This guy here, you probably wondering about this guy, Mr. Fatty. In fact, I'm glad y'all said something because I got to give him his meds. Okay, so let me tell you about Fatty. I'm glad y'all said something. Hold on. All right, so everybody's good. Fatty's good. Be Rabbit and Walker. They in the bedroom as usual. This guy right here. After the Maryland trip, actually. Let's see who else is in here. After the Maryland trip, or actually during the Maryland trip, since I had Fatty in his carrier, if y'all remember in the video, I had him in the carrier and I had puppy pads at the bottom. I want to say on the way there, he of course peed. And then on the puppy pad, I thought to myself, like, the pee looks a little weird. It looks a little different than what I'm used to seeing as far as the color. So I kept that in my mind and then I just like pushed it to the side, but at the same time, I was like, all right, just take note of that, keep it moving. After that, he was just going to the bathroom in his litter box, so I didn't notice I didn't think of anything. And then on the way home, same situation. We had him in the carrier, and then he peed on the puppy pad, but everything looked normal. So I was like, okay, so maybe the weird color was just like random. Then later on, because my mind is thinking like, all right, his pee is weird. He's an older cat. Fatty's 12, by the way. And then he's on dry food as well as wet food. But, you know, if you're on social media enough and you liking a lot of cat videos and a lot of pet fur baby videos, you're going to come across the videos where, like, cats that are on dry food often have problems with their liver, their kidney, this, that, and the third. So, of course, those videos started popping up. Then I was worried. And I started to give him more water when I would feed him his wet food. Then my brain started thinking to myself, I feel like he's peeing more than usual. Is it like, did the pee increase because I added more water, or am I just freaking out? So then I went and got some Pretty Litter, I think is what it's called, Pretty Litter, where it's like a health. Yeah, he cried the whole way home as usual. But so welcome B Garcia, I see you in here. So I got Pretty Litter. And I think that's what it's called. It's litter where if they pee, it gives you like a health indicator. There will be no Diddy party, McFlurry. No Diddy party. Okay? You came to the wrong live if that's what you're looking for. So with the Pretty Litter, when he peed, it indicated an issue. Okay, he peed, it indicated the issue. One of the pee colors was like, this is normal. The other one, I think it says like high acidity or something. I don't know. Made a vet visit. We went in. They did like a senior wellness exam on them, and they had to collect blood as well as pee. When they collected the pee, it looked like it was blood with pee in it. It was completely, I was like, hold on now. The lady was like, "Oh, there's blood in here," and I'm freaking out. Like, hold up now. Okay, I haven't seen any blood on any of his puppy pads. I haven't seen blood indicated in the kitty litter. Where's this blood coming from? So I'm freaking out because I'm thinking like when they took the pee, they messed my baby up. But she was like, let's just do a test and we'll figure out from there. They did the test. They were like, there's no crystals in his urine. There's nothing really wrong with his urine at all. Maybe the blood is from when we did the collection process. But then I'm also just checking online. You know, I went straight to YouTube to figure out how they actually collect the urine. And what they do is they don't like squeeze it up his penis or his pee pee hole. They actually inject it, or they take a syringe and they like take it out from his belly. So I was like, okay, so it's weird that it was so much blood in there. This kind of freaking me out. So I'm still watching his pee. And later on, when we went from it seemed like he was peeing a whole bunch to him not peeing a lot. Greetings from Southern Cali. I see you, Judith. William Hudson, I see you in here. Southern Cali's in the house. And then from there, since it went from it seems like he's peeing a lot to him not peeing at all, I freaked out because I went online once again and I was coming into videos where it was like if they're peeing, they can have a UTI, or his symptoms indicated a UTI or possibly even a blockage. And that was the thing that freaked me out because with male cats, that happens often where they are unable to pee at all and they can die from that, which is what happened to one of my cats when I was in high school. Throughout all my years as a little kid, we always had cats. One of my cats died, and he died in my arms. I'll never forget that experience, by the way, because he had a blockage. And so I was freaking out, like, I don't want this to happen to Fatty. So I took him back to the vet, and when we went back to the vet, just let them know what the new symptoms were. And then because I mentioned that I'm scared that there's a blockage, they also were like, well, we definitely don't want that to happen. We'll go ahead and check him. I want to say they did an x-ray or ultrasound, and that's when they found that he had bladder stones. So the big boy has bladder stones. He has meds, so I actually need to give him some of this. I'm glad somebody mentioned Fatty because I usually give it to him. I just need to give it to him once a day. Now, the good thing is with this, I don't know if it's good or bad because y'all know when it comes to me giving Fatty medicine, he always trips out. But this medicine doesn't necessarily have to go down his throat. It just needs to go in his cheek pockets. I still don't know which one's easier, but I've been able to give him this. So I'm going to go ahead and shove this down his throat real quick. His behavior is fine. Like everything else is fine. We're on new food. So they gave me... I don't think I have any of the foods, but they're like vet prescribed foods, which is expensive, of course. Okay. The dry food is like a 16-pound bag, $100. What? And then there's also wet food that he has. So we're going to stick with some dry food throughout the day with his feeder, and then twice a day, the same times I feed the dogs, he's going to get the wet food. The wet food we're waiting for. We should be getting more. While we were at the vet, they gave us some, but wet food we already ran out of. We're waiting for Chewy to send us our new batch of wet food, and then we do have some dry food that we got from the vet, so we'll be able to feed him all that good stuff. His pee is sounding back to normal. You know, when I give him the wet food, I make sure to add a whole bunch of water to it. I'm hearing the pee. I just keep checking it. I got to make sure he's still peeing. But within a month or so, we'll have to go back to the vet to see if the bladder stones that they saw have been dissolved. If it's been dissolved, he's good. He's just going to stay on that new diet. And then also, I talked to my vet today. They did confirm that giving him distilled water is good. A friend of mine's mentioned that. I did see it online as well, but I had to hear it for the vet just to make sure for him it was going to be good. So he'll be getting distilled water moving forward. I bought him a water dish just for himself, which is up on the top where his food is. I don't think he's used it yet, but he's going to have to start figuring that out. But the guy overall is good. He is good. He definitely scared the crap out of me, but he is his typical self. Like, no worries. I don't think. The CBD, as far as that trip goes, I don't think it. With Fatty, I really won't know if this stuff is helping him until I go try to do a trip without giving him medicine at all. Because I personally feel like since he's crying the whole time, it's not helping. However, I will say, when I went to the vet the second time, I gave him some CBD, but it wasn't enough time for it to really kick in. I see Crystal Newman is in here. What's up? Hello. So glad to hear. He's doing good. Yes, he's doing good. He is doing all right. I just got to monitor him. But the second trip to the vet, I gave him some CBD, but it wasn't enough time for it to really kick in. And his cries are different. So even though he's crying the whole time, when he doesn't have meds, his cries are more of the like, meow, 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 versus the meow, meow, meow. So hopefully that didn't freak y'all out because he just jumped. Sorry, Fatty. Didn't mean to disturb your peace. All right, so there's that. So as far as, hold on. There we go. It's in there. I got it. Some of it squirted out. It's still getting on my hand, but they just said focus on getting it in his gums, and that's what we did. That's supposed to help with any discomfort. That's supposed to be medication to help with any discomfort until the foods really start kicking in and dissolving stuff. Hello, Mr. B Rabbit. But Fatty's okay, yeah. And then as far as travels now, he is freaking me out. He is making me nervous because, you know, the more you spend on time trying to research stuff, the more it freaks you out. Because I came across some conversations where it was like, some of these things could happen because cats are stressed out. They also say, like, you know, if you give them tap water or some of the waters that they have will add crystals to their diets because of the minerals that's in there. Hello, Brenda. Hello from Fort Worth, Texas. Love seeing you. Thank you, Simply Pink and Green. Well, you know, my fur babies are my babies, by the way. These are my kids, you know, and I've had them for a while. A lot of people don't realize when you're saying, I get in the comments like, oh, you're so patient with him. I've had Fatty for 12 years. You know, we have a history. B Rabbit I've had since for 13 years. Waka's the youngest. She's 6. You know, she's creeping up into senior dog years, even though she doesn't know it. But these are my babies. These are the people that I'm with most of the time. Like, you know, I'm a social person, but I'm very much like a social introvert nowadays. I'm mainly in the house just chilling or trying to find ways to create or fix this place up to make it more of a home. They're always here. I'm with them more than anybody else. So yes, I do definitely take care of them. They probably get more medical attention than I do, to be honest. But these my babies. Gotta make sure their little short lives are worthy of you know, when they go, I want them to at least have enjoyed their time on this planet with me. But I am looking at trying to figure out ways to travel less with Fatty. Like, granted, he's going to be traveling with me. He's coming wherever I go. But as far as, y'all might hear him pee, but he's up there right now. So if y'all hear, my bad. I feel like y'all can hear that. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to figure out ways where I can still explore and do some traveling. Because I don't know if you guys saw me post a while ago, but I'm looking at a lot of these car camping videos, and I'm like, I know I got this small little Fiesta, but we can figure out something. I feel like I can take the car out, do like a day trip, weekend trip. Fatty can always stay at the house. He'll be fine for like a day or two without me. Maybe I can even do car trips with the dogs instead of some of my original plans, which is doing small trips with the RV. Now, y'all know I don't really like driving this thing. This is not necessarily a recreational vehicle for me. This is a tiny home on wheels. When I want to move, I can move, but I'm not trying to move all the time. That's not what I want to do. That's not how I want to live this life. So he won't have to deal with a lot of traveling, but it's going to be like probably like every 6 months, you know, Fatty's going to have to, we're going to have to make a move. Now, the good thing is they did give me some extra stuff, all right? Well, they recommended another pill. So now this is a medication that I give him daily, and it's supposed to calm things down overall. Supplement to support balanced behavior for small dogs and cats. This, they said, should help with his anxiety. So we've already started this process. We are, you know, gonna relocate soon. The stay in Pennsylvania was mainly just for this summer. I am not staying in Pennsylvania for the winter. That's not gonna happen. But I'm also not going to drive back to Nevada. So he does not have to worry about that drive, but he's going to have to deal with the drive. Um, in fact, I have a little trip coming up where the fur babies are going to be taken care of by a pet sitter. Fatty's going to be with my mom during that stay so she can watch him a little more closely, especially with the urine issues. Because I'm like, in case he stops peeing, I need somebody to be able to take him to the vet immediately. And I trust my mom for that job. So he's going to get to stay with her. But when it gets cold, we're going to go back on the road. I'm not going to drive, but I think from Nevada to PA, we looking at over like 25. I can't remember how many miles, but like 2,000 miles. We're not gonna do that again. But we are gonna make another trip, and I'm hoping that starting these meds here, I don't even try to pronounce them. I'm not even gonna try. So if anybody uses this and you can, you know, either say yes, it worked for my fur baby, or it's not working for me, we still gonna try it regardless. But we're going to see how this does. And this one's cool because it doesn't require a prescription. This is just over the counter. So I do appreciate that, not having to deal with a prescription every time. Because I don't know if I'm going to get another prescription for the other stuff that we were traveling with. I don't know if I'm going to bother with that. I may just try with the CBD and then this and see how that works. Because the CBD definitely had him almost knocked. Like, there's some video footage where I was like, let me not put this on the internet because he looks drunk. He was walking around, but he was just like a little funky. And I was just like, lay down. Well, why are you trying to walk? And then there was parts where he had that drug addict lean. And I'm like, can you please sit down? Because I'm starting to think I gave you a little too much. And that was one thing I even said at the vet. I said, did I kill him when I gave him the CBD, this, that, and the third? And she was like, no, that's fine. That didn't cause the bladder stones. Don't worry about that. Because I was in there naming everything. I was snitching on myself. I was like, did that do it? Did this do it? Did this do it? Did this do it? They were like, no, no, no. The only thing between vet 1 and vet 2, or vet visit 1 and vet visit 2, they were saying that stress could cause some issues. So before we found out that he had bladder stones, the first visit I told them about all the traveling that we had recently done, and that was a concern because it was like, well, if he doesn't like the traveling, that could be causing some health issues. That could be causing some issues with the bladder. They said somehow stress could cause the cat bladder to what did she say? Enlarge, or something weird can happen. But I can't remember what issues that could cause. Like what issues the stress could cause. Like I don't know if stress could cause a UTI or stress could cause a bladder infection. I don't think stress can cause bladder stones though. Because at the time we were more or less considering, the vet was thinking it was an infection. And it wasn't until the second visit when they were like, oh, he has stones. So bladder stones for Fatty, but he's doing good. He's all right, guys. He's all right. Let's see what we got. Let's check the now I'm seeing that last time I did the mobile What on live, I had it the long way, like as if I was filming for a long style video, because my mind is like, once we do the replay, it'll look cooler for the people who watch it on the replay. But I couldn't see the chat. Now that I have it the way that you would if you were doing FaceTime, I can see the chat. I'm learning, y'all. I like it better this way. But let me go ahead and see if y'all had any questions or any statement. Let's see. Howdy from Texas. Susan, I see you are in here. We got Texas in here. We got people from all over the place. I definitely love that. Animals are life. I totally understand. Eugene understands. Mr. Holmes. Brenda V, you think Fatty doesn't like being in the crate when riding with you? So when we went to the vet, I did not have him in his kennel. So I did test it. I have tested that before. I've had Fatty roaming, and I've had him in the kennel. The reason why I keep him in the kennel is because he likes to try to kill me. On the very first trip when I got the cats, we almost died. So, and I'm talking about very first time when I brought him and his sister home from, leaving his litter. I had them in a box with no top. And I'm thinking like, these are small kittens. I'm just put them in the box. There's no top. And then I had like a blanket on top. Both of these kittens got out of that blanket, got out of that box. They came from the back seat. And since they were so small, they were crawling underneath the seat. When we almost died was when we were at my exit. Okay? This is when I lived in Vegas on the Strip. I was right near the Rio. We were on the exit to get off on Flamingo. I don't even remember my street, but wherever the Rio is, whatever street that is. And then I don't remember if it was his sister or if it was Fatty, but one of them was right underneath the pedals. PTSD #1. Okay, so that's when the fear of having him out and about started. Now, granted, he's bigger now. He can't fit underneath the seat the way that they did when they were kittens. And they also, if they're moving around, I pretty much can tell if he's moving around because he's the bigums, right? But when Fatty has been out and about before, very first time, I thought that he calmed down because he wound up getting himself comfortable on the floor where the mats usually are, the floor mats. He got comfortable, then he peed. I said, you little bastard. Then we've tried it before. He peed in the back seat. One time, I had him sitting in the front because I was like, the dog will sit in the back. He can sit in the front seat. This guy did like a whirlwind pee. Like he didn't want to just pee in one spot. He peed while spinning around in a circle and crying. So pee was on the passenger side, my side. It was on the drive stick. And then I said, we're not doing this no more. Okay, sir? No more. Now, I did let him try one more time when I was taking him to the vet because I was panicking. He cried the whole time. So he didn't pee. And it's probably because he was having trouble pissing. But it didn't stop him from crying. He is going to cry. But Fatty is a very vocal cat. Like, anytime I feed him, he's crying. When he wants attention, he's crying. Now, the cries is definitely different. The cries versus like, hey, feed me, you're taking too long, get moving, human, is different than, oh, we about to drive. That cry is different. Either way, he gonna make noise. But for safety reasons, he's got to be kenneled. Fatty just hasn't behaved the best when it comes to vehicles. I do not want to be in a situation where I'm swatting him off the front dash while driving 75 miles an hour. I don't see that being good for anybody in the car. He just gonna have to deal with it. We just gonna hope that this Zalkin, it's like, I don't think that's right. You know, guys, I was hooked on phonics. Didn't work for me. But my comprehension as well. But how to pronounce that, y'all have at it. Have at it. We're going to hope that works. And then we still have CBD. He's going to cry the whole journey. But I'm hoping that it's just a level of relaxation where he's calm. Because as we're driving more and more, I will say he always acts a fool in the beginning. But then as the ride progresses, he gets quieter or the meows are a little fewer and far between. I feel like it's progress. It's not moving as quickly as my brain thought it would, but I'm working on his time. I gotta work on his time, and I am seeing progress. He knows, I think, that when we're driving, there's going to be a point when we stop. It's just him understanding that he doesn't control when the stopping happens, but it's going to happen, and it also be rampant. B, can you stop licking, please? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I love these fur babies, I really do, but sometimes they stress me out. So he's getting better. With each time we get in a vehicle, he's getting better. And I would say the fact that he hasn't vomited in a while and he hasn't pooped in a while is progress. Now, another thing. After the second trip, this kind of thing I just remembered because it shocked the crap out of me. Now remember, first time I saw the puppy pad was when we were in Maryland, right? It looked a little weird, but it was like still yellow but shiny. And then first vet visit, they mentioned we see blood in the sample. I said, I ain't never seen blood before. What the heck? Oh my goodness. When we get back from the second vet visit, he was in the kennel. I put him in the kennel this time. And because I took him, and the reason he was in the kennel in the car is because while in the vet, I had him in the kennel. You know, if there's dogs around, if there's other animals around, you just got to have him kenneled, right? So he's in the kennel. And so on the way back home, when I get him out of the kennel, this is the first time I saw blood. I know we changed that story, but I just thought about it. It freaked me the hell out. So he did have blood on the puppy pad, freaked me out. But anyway, overall, he's good. He's good. I am confident that since we caught the issue, I believe, at a good time with the food, the diet change, knowing that, adding extra places for him to get water, changing the type of water that he takes, that is going to be fine. It's just the traveling we're going to have to work through. Let's hope this new med helps with that. Let's hope CBD helps with that. And then let's hope that the fact that we've done a bit of traveling helps with that. He gonna cry, y'all. Just expect that. But just know it is kind of a little bit calming down. A little bit. Let's see what else we got. We got everybody. Oh, let's see. You're such a good firm. I try to be. I do think Fatty would be all right. That wasn't CBD. That was that good. Oh, okay. Where are you going for the winter? So I already know where I'm going for the winter, but I'm not gonna tell y'all till I get there because I want to do like a little guessing game, and it's coming up. I'm gonna be moving real soon. It's coming up. I'm gonna be moving real soon, but I'm gonna do a little guessing game. I'm gonna post like the videos of me heading down to where. Oh crap! I already told you. Well, y'all know it's gonna be south because it's definitely not gonna be north. We're not doing that for the winter. Mr. Man's peeing again, so so this is like issues that he's peeing all the time. But as long as I hear pee, we're okay. Anyway, sorry to be distracted, but I feel like since I can hear it, y'all can hear it. So I'm gonna play like a little guessing game, cause first I gotta figure out how to get the car down. Again, we gotta figure that out again, and then it's gonna be my first solo trip. So I'm gonna post the videos to see if anybody can guess where it is, and then hopefully around the time that we mark the 1 year mark that I've been in this RV will be around the time where you will figure out where I am, if you can't guess, if anybody hasn't guessed in the process. Okay, so do know it's coming up. What else we got? So that was Daniel asking that question. I'm not gonna answer. Joanne C has 2 cats, 1 female. She doesn't mind the car. The other cat, who is a male, doesn't want anything to do with it. Now, when I had both my fur kitties, when I had White Boy and Jules, if you sometimes, by the way, that's his real name. I know I always call him Fatty, but his real name's Whitey. A white boy. Named after Janet's cat in Poetic Justice. People always be like, he's not a white cat. I know. Most of these fur babies are named after somebody or something in the movie. So I always gotta mention that part. Fatty, you are just hair everywhere. It's hair everywhere. Oh goodness. We need to do another wipe down. Anyway, don't be mean, okay? B-Rabbit's a grumpy old man, so sometimes when Fatty's close to him getting love and he be hating, and he hating right now. When I had both my cats, neither one of them liked the car. Jules hated it, Fatty hates it. None of them, they didn't like it from the very beginning, the very first trip to the trips to the vet. But that was the only time they were in the car. I know some people do road trips with their fur babies and their cats, and that helped that process. With my cats, it literally was just the ride home for the very first time, vet visits, and then occasionally when I would take them to friends' houses where we would have like our fur baby play dates, but those are few and far between as well. So right now, this is the most that Fatty has had to travel. This is the most that the dogs have had to travel as far as lengthwise. Come here, big man. Ugh, since your brother being grumpy. As far as lengthwise, like the dogs are okay with traveling. They don't care. They all for it. Only, hush. Fatty, I'm gonna have to stop rubbing you because you're getting hair all over the place. But I wanted to actually talk about my project. So today I'm going to try to get rid of, because I got to do some downsizing. So today we're going to get these DVDs knocked out. You okay? Goodness. We're going to get these DVDs knocked out. And then I also have some books that I'm going to try to donate today because we need more space in this RV. Lord of mercy. Like, we're doing better because the RV, as far as how much space is available, is better than how much space was available when I was in Nevada. We're getting there, but we're not where we need to be. Like, there's some people, I look at their RVs, and it's just like they are really working. Minimalism, they got it. They got the minimalism life. They got it down. Me, Lord, I'm struggling. But we need to, go through. So if anybody also need to do some downsizing and y'all working on y'all CDs, come on, let's go. My DVDs, I pretty much gave most of my DVDs, a good 90% of them, I just gave to CK. Because she, at first I was trying to have my friends look through to see if anybody wanted some DVDs. She wound up taking the majority of them. She wants to do some type of project. She has an idea of how to use it for decor. A good 10% of them, as well as most of my VHS tapes, I still have. It's another thing that we need to work on because I don't look at any of them. It's literally just for nostalgia purposes, or some of the stuff is because it's my favorite movie or my favorite, musical artist, and I just don't want to hold on to it. Like, I have VHS tapes for Janet and Usher. I don't want to get rid of them because if I ever meet Janet, I need her to know that I've been with her, rocking with her since the VHS. And I know Janet, she probably on y'all timeline, she we're not gonna go there. Janet, she need a little. We're not gonna go there. But we gonna work through. So this is what I think. This is what I'm gonna do. Right. This is how I'm gonna do a baby set with the DVDs. So instead of taking this and throw it in the trash, I'm not. Woo. I ain't there yet. Walk it. If you gotta move, then you got just sit over here. Sit right there. That would be the good thing to do. Be like, you don't need this thrown in the trash. We can't do that, y'all. We can't do that. But what I am gonna do, some of these right here, straight from the beginning, these the Janet ones. We gonna hold on to this whole sheet. Okay, we're gonna hold on to this whole sheet. Janet's in the beginning, but for the rest of them, what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw out the DVDs, right? DVDs going to get thrown out. And we just going to, reminisce about some of these DVDs. Brandy right here, Never Say Never album. I just pulling it out make me want to listen to the album. But I think what I need to do is just get all of this digitally. It's on YouTube. First Brandy album. As we go through this, let me know what y'all have. Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. I know y'all got that. A lot of people got that. I'm going to hold on to these good old-fashioned books. I don't even know. Do they even have books with CDs anymore? Do they even sell CDs anymore? Is everything available only digitally? I put my CDs on a USB stick. I think I have most of mine on a memory stick as well. That's another reason why I'm like, why are you holding on to these things? Because the CDs themselves, first off, some of them missing. Like, where's the CD to this? I got the book. Where the CD at? I don't know. But they skipping. The backs ain't looking like, what I'm saying? Like, can y'all see, somebody, like, hold on. Brandy, what happened to her? What happened? What happened to Brandy? Who did her dirty? I guess I did. Technically. It's my CD. It was me. Duh. Ooh, so that's what we gonna do. And I feel like sharing it with y'all. We can go through memory lane together. TLC, this that 3D. This is the last one with Left Eye. Gotta hold on to that. What's this? Oh my goodness, I forgot I even had this. This came with the CD, not the little pop-up. Okay, girls. We gonna put that with the CD. So I'm gonna hold on to these, and I'm gonna keep these, the books. Fan mail. This is my favorite right here. TLC fan mail. This might be my favorite TLC. Oh, no, it's not. What I'm talking about. Crazy Sexy Cool might be. Oh, my goodness. Hold on. I think Crazy Sexy Cool, I'm going to say, is my favorite TLC album. But then fan mail be popping. You know what? I'm not even going to try to put them in order. Because as I was talking, I was actually having a hard time with that. You love my videos, Judy. I appreciate you loving the videos. And yes, I don't know how else to present them, but how, you know, I gotta keep it real for y'all guys. Now, keep in mind, because I got to be real with y'all. A lot of times, y'all be like, you're so patient, you're so calm. Do know, I'll be editing out the times when I lose my mind. I don't post that. Because one, I don't think it'll be monetized. I think I can get kicked off of YouTube if y'all knew how much I really cursed. How I'll be snapping sometimes, just cursing people out in my head, and you can see it on my face when I get the cursing people out in my head. Escape. So, but I am not perfect by no means. With the internet, always remember, you can edit and show people what you want them to see and what you don't want them to see. So I'm patient sometimes, but I am a fire sign. Attitude be there. I just don't always post that part of the video. When I'm actually creating videos, there's a lot of footage. There's a lot of footage that I start off with. And then it's just a matter of me going through to see what actually tells the story, what makes sense, because I'll be going off on tangents. You know, my brain is very neurodivergent. Sometimes I'll be talking about one thing and I go here. So when it comes to actually editing video, I'm like, what seems like a streamlined story? Sometimes it still be jumbled, but I'm like, y'all gonna have to get some of that jumble because I felt like it was necessary. Got a little Escape here. Humming Coming At You. Do I even remember this album? Remember the CDs when you had the lyrics? I miss having lyrics in the CDs because nowadays I be singing the song wrong. Y'all, some of these CDs I don't think I'm gonna keep. Okay, P Diddy and the Family, No Way Out. Oh. I don't need to keep that one. You know, we're not gonna hold on to bad karma here. Now, back in the day, I will say Boys to Men. You know I'm from Philly. I gotta say Boys to Men was the number one male group. Okay, but Immature. Oh my God, yo, I was such an Immature fan. Romeo was my favorite. Oh my God. You know, these albums right here bring back memories. Oh my God. Seeing that made me excited. You know, I think I'm going to have to listen to Never Lie later. Yep, I'm going to have to bring up some of these. This one didn't. Okay, they didn't have the. Ripped it. I remember back in, like, if you look at this right now, if somebody walked up to you looking like this, you would be like, what's wrong with you? But they were so cute back in the day. I was in there screaming my little head off in my little bedroom. I used to have they posters everywhere. It was Janet posters, Immature posters, and then this guy right here, Genuine. Genuine to this day, you know, I'll be like, sir, hi. I don't care how old that man gets. You got to keep these albums. You can get now Daniel, in order for you to get the lyrics of some songs, if you have the iPhone, you have to I believe pay for Apple Music. Cause when I was on somebody's Apple Music plan, I noticed that was very fun to have those lyrics. And then when I was no longer on their paid playing, them lyrics disappeared. I said, well, that didn't just come with the song. Well, excuse me, Apple. That was rude. So now I got to go to A to Z lyrics and pull it up and hope that it's correct. I be feeling so juvenile when I have to pull up the lyrics, but it's okay. I don't care. You know, all that. I think this right here, this might let y'all know about my age, the fact that I have the All That album. Now, what's this? This something I don't even remember. What's this? Okay. Ballads, Grooves, and Soul. Y'all remember back in the day when they used to basically have like mixtape albums? I guess that's one of these. Remember the commercials like, I wish I could play in my head. I can see the commercials in my head where they will list all your favorite artists all on one album. Well, I guess I got one of them. I don't remember buying this. This must a special bonus disc from Best Buy. Was it free? Did I pay for this? I wouldn't remember that, no way. Now, you know, I'm debating on this one. In addition to keeping Janet, because you know I'm definitely keeping Janet. Yeah, I knew they wasn't for free. Daniel letting me know he got money. Okay, you got the Apple Music plan. Go ahead then. Now, you know our girl Aaliyah. I want to know. I got the book for One in a Million. Who took the CD? Who got my CD? Cause that ain't in here. I do got the CD for AJ Nothing by the Number. Oh shit, I can't even keep the book. Cause guess who ass in the background? He blurry. I'm gonna still keep it. He blurry. See, certain people, I'm just like, I'm not supporting your past. Okay, I can't separate the artist from the behavior. So you got to go. Deborah Cox. Oh, I used to love me some Deborah Cox. Oh my goodness. If y'all Deborah fans, the album, was this the One Wish album? Is that the one where I was heavy on Deborah? Like, it'd be certain albums where I'd be like, oh my God, this is my favorite artist in the whole wide world. Then they drop another album and I'd just be like, okay, I done moved on. She's one of those people where I love for a good season, and then I kind of moved on. But I love seeing that she's doing well. She does a lot of musical nowadays. I did see her when she came to Vegas, not for herself, playing herself, but she played Whitney. So there's like the Whitney musical. I can't remember what it's called. Deborah Cox played Whitney, and she was singing her little tail off. So that's exciting. Ooh, throwing it back. Oh, my battery low. Let me hook up some juice, y'all, so I don't pop out of here. Only got $2 to $3. I feel you. That's something, right? $2 to $3 will last a long time if you do it right. Let me go get some juice. Let me find out where so I don't bounce out of here before we go through all our memory lane CDs. Okay. Now notice, so far, see, this is what I'm thinking. Even though I can't get rid of everything, we going from this big pouch to a little small pouch. And I'm going to put these with all my pictures that I still can't get rid of either. And then my books I'm going to try to donate. But before we continue, let me get the charger. I got to figure this out. Because I don't think this is going to go as long as I need it to go. Yeah, that's problematic right there. I know I got an extension cord somewhere in this place. For this place to be so... Oh, here we go. Here we go. Good job, extension cord. I be so proud of myself when I put stuff in places that I remember. You know... Find a spot for something and put it there each and every time. I'd be so proud of myself. Like, good job, Stizzy. You did that. You did that. All right, now. There we go. Now we can stop getting notified that we ain't got no juice. Let's see what other memory lane albums we finna go down. Okay. All right, next. Another good group. Y'all remember the group Next? Girl, you always crying. I'm so excited. Ooh, how I like it. I can't remember the lyrics at the moment, but if you play the song, I'ma know it. It's just when I'm responsible to sing it myself, well, not so much. Ooh, we had a CD, but the book that says songs in A minor. Alicia Keys, but the book is Jesse Powell. All right. Well, that was a strong one, son. Good job. That came out forcefully. He just be back and forth to the bathroom, back and forth. But Jesse Powell, I think we lost Jesse Powell. Y'all remember you? It sounds something like that. Once again, if I play it, it'll sound a little more accurate. But just trying to remember it straight from my head, it don't be hitting. Destiny's Child. That's throwback for you. Writings on the Wall. Okay, I think Writings on the Wall was my favorite with this one. Now, you know the funny thing is, back in the day, my favorites was the ones that got kicked out. Like, I was a big fan of LaToya and Latavia. And then they was gone. So I was a little upset about that. It hurt my feelings. This the first album. Throwing it back to the first one. What's this called? I think it's just called Destiny's Child. Oh, I guess that's when I was going with a different nickname because I done wrote Style on here. Chris Style used to go. You know, I had a few nicknames throughout my years. I'm looking at the names that I put on the DVD. Survivor. Oh, wait. You know what? Writers on no, I think Writers on the Wall I like more than Survivor. We got that. Let's put that to the side, you know. Monica, throwing it back, but y'all know, you know what I'm saying? I also feel like sharing my musical collection with y'all gives y'all some insight into who I am as a person. Whenever I go into somebody's house, if I see DVDs, CDs, I go straight over there. Because seeing a movie collection and the music that they hold on to, it just gives me, it's like I know you a little bit more. So I want y'all to know a little bit more about me. Now, if y'all notice, well, these are CDs, so of course it's going to be old stuff. You know, granted, I got some new music that I listen to, but I ain't bought a CD in CD form. It's just digital. Usher, you know, I was a big fan of Usher. Now, Usher, I remember... Trying to remember what tour it was. The Velvet Rope Tour. So, back in the day, when Janet did the Velvet Rope Tour, Usher opened. And they had a concert in New Jersey. And I can't remember what the venue was called, but I remember it's in, I believe, Camden, New Jersey. And it's the venue where it's like lawn space in the back. So, for this particular tour, Power 99, so if anybody from Philly, right, Power 99 in Philly had a contest where if you called in and you gave like the 9 songs, you could win Janet tickets. I did that. I won my Janet tickets, right? I was on the radio, one of my friends heard me, and I remember the one song that almost made me lose my Janet tickets was Big Pun. Can't remember what song it was. But at the time, I kept saying Big Pun. Like, I know his name was Big Punisher, and then they shortened it to Big Pun, but for some reason I couldn't remember the shortened version. And they kept asking me, like, what are you saying? I was like, Big Pug, like, I was screwing it up. Then I said, Big Punisher. And he was like, okay, continue on. Now, the thing that made me mad is when I got my tickets. I was a big Janet fan. I was finna spend that money on the better seats. When I got my tickets, I realized that they was lawn seat tickets. Now, I was hurt because I wanted to be closer to Janet. But I had been to a few other Janet concerts, and I knew that if you go early, sometimes there's people that are giving out tickets to go closer up. So I was in that lawn seat with my friend, eyes on swivel. I said, I know they out here. We came early. I know they gonna be out here. Then I see the person handing out the tickets. You just see me going. I'm like, I already know what's happening. My friend's still in the back. Like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm getting us closer tickets. I get up there. We get the closer. They give us our tickets. I said, oh, sweet. Swing better, swing. This is the closest that I had ever been to Janet when I got those tickets. I was so happy. And the crazy thing is at the time, Usher was performing. So while I'm out on the lawn, I'm getting the tickets to get close to Usher's performing. People were not going crazy. This was before they were crazy about Usher. It was weird to me because I was already crazy about him, but everybody else was just like, whatever. And I'm in there like, oh my God. So I'm up there close as Usher's performing. And then by the time Janet came out, I done lost my stuff. I was about to cry because I was so close to her. I was just like, I can feel her. I know I can feel her if I just put my energy out, it'll touch her. It was the bestest experience ever. And to this day, I still haven't been that close to Janet. Well, hold on. Wait a minute. She did go to Vegas. And when she did one of her Vegas performances, I did have good seats. But I can't remember where I sat exactly when I was in New Jersey versus the seat. But they were both fairly close. But I remember that. That's one thing that sticks with me. That Janet concert, Usher opened. people was not screaming like they would have been screaming now with Usher. So it's always interesting when you think about the progression of a lot of these artists and how they go from performing and opening for somebody big to try to open up their clientele. Some people just be like, whatevs. And then nowadays, people will lose their mind at an Usher concert. But that day, I was like, y'all was not screaming and hollering enough. I was pissed off. Made me mad. This is probably my favorite Usher album. This Usher Live. I love this album. I listen to this nonstop to this day. And this is the Usher tour that I have on VHS. It was on VHS when I got it. They probably offer it in DVD form, but as y'all can see, we trying to downsize, so we can't buy it. We just gonna have to get it electronically. Let me see. How many are you waiting to get these down to? As far as the DVDs, I'm trying to get rid of all of them. They all gotta go. So I'm gonna throw them all in the trash, but I'm gonna just hold on to the books. Who's this? Is this I just wanted y'all to share. I don't even remember this album. Like, who is this? This is one of the Root CDs, but which one is it? I don't know. Yeah, all these DVDs gotta go. This whole book is going to trash. But I want to hold on to the books. Shy? Like, what happened to them? If I fall in love again, I will be sure that the lady is a friend. And if I didn't drink my lemon water today. But if I had, I would have sounded just like them. My life, my life, my life, my life. Hold on, is that even the same? My life? Hopefully it is. Got me that Mary J. Oh my goodness, Vicious. You know, as a kid, listening to Lil Vicious, I didn't realize how inappropriate this whole damn album was. Like, this little boy shouldn't have been singing about the things he was singing about at all. But as a kid, I was just like, it sounds cool. Matter of fact, I don't even think I should hold on to this. But it's still part of my childhood. We're going to hold on to it for a little bit. Mary J, what's the 411? You know this throwback. You got to hold on to this. Whew. After this, I'm going to have to put on... R. Kelly, you got to go. We won't be holding on to those. We had them. But... we don't approve of your behavior, sir. Funkified. So deaf. Good old-fashioned Debrat here. More Total. Why are you not with the rest of... I feel like there was another Total album. Or was that Escape? No, that was Escape. We got Total here. Keisha Keisha Pam. Backstreet Boys. Now, this is when... now we moved into the era where I moved from North Philly to move into Montgomery County, the suburbs. That's when I was introduced to more pop music. And I'm not ashamed, I was a pop girl, a hardcore pop girl for a while. Backstreet Boys. Now, I started off as a Backstreet Girls fan, because back in the day, it was beef between Backstreet Boys and NSYNC. I started off Backstreet Boys, but they got me. NSYNC got me. They did. Is this a bootleg? Yes, it is. This is clearly a bootleg, because that don't seem like that's supposed to be there. But by the end, I was straight up an NSYNC girl. So I'm wondering, do I have some Backstreet? Where's my pop crew? Any of my pop crew out there? What I kept my CDs, but I got to get, I got to let them go. It's too much space. You still got all your CDs, or did you decide to? You still got them, Van Miles? These I gotta let them go. Let's see. She Fires. My biggest worry with van life has been decluttering, downsizing. It is hard. It is hard, She Fires. It is not the easiest thing to do. I have literally done it in multiple steps. There was a part where, it's a process. I've been doing this I've been downsizing for probably like 2 years now and still have too much stuff. But some people, they walk into it and they're just like, everything's got to go. Great. That's fantastic for you. That's not my life. My life is, I sometimes am inspired to do like a big purge. But mainly it's just, I get tired of certain stuff. Like I am literally tired of the fact that I don't know what to do with something. For example, this book keeps getting in my way. This book of CDs, it keeps getting in the way. I constantly have to move it to another spot, move it to another spot. So today I was just like, I'm getting rid of it. And I was like, well, for some reason, I feel like if I just share with people the CDs that I had, it's similar to like holding on to the CD, because this is going to be recorded. So if anybody be like, oh, you never had that CD, you never had CD, I can be like, yes, I did. Look at the live. And for some reason, that made me feel better. It's like I'm still holding on to it. I don't really know what mental issue that is, or what's wrong, or what's happening. Somebody need to break it down, but it's working for me. So we just gonna ride with it. You know, we from Philly. Fatty, I know you are not pissing on your bed. This is the second time he peed on that bed. He is pissing on his bed. It's going in the trash because it stank already. You don't want it. Fine, it's going in the trash. See y'all, they be doing stuff on the side, and then he gonna walk over here and try to get some damn attention after you done peed on your bed. Really? What's wrong with the litter box? Look at him. Now he like, let me be cute. After you done did some badness, he want to be cute. No, I'm not rubbing you. You done made me mad. Back to EVE. Philly Girl. Boop, boop, got that first album. Oh, waiting to excel now. He's a good man, Savannah. He's a good man. That Waiting to Excel movie. So many quality lines from this bad boy. Oh, and they got the lyrics. Those I'm talking about. I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry. No, I'm not gonna cry. It's not the time. 'Cause you're not worth my tears. Repeat chorus. Eminem. Oh, where the book at? See now, how? I don't understand. I got the CD. What happened to the book? G-Unit. Throwing the back on y'all. Now, this was definitely like a moment in time thing because. Oh yeah, this CD did have some good songs. This CD did have some good songs, but like, I can't even tell you the last time I listened to G-Unit. Oh, look at that mixtape status. Various artists. I apparently created a soul mix, you guys, and some of the songs on here. Whenever, whatever. I love you. Oh, I see what was happening here. So this must have been right after I watched the movie Why Do Fools Fall in Love? Because I got a few Frankie Lyman tracks on here. Ooh ah, ooh ah, ooh ah, ooh ah. Why do fools fall in love? So I guess that's what was happening there. That's, as I look at some of these things, I remember the moments. Goody goody. Okay, so that's so cute. I made a little mixtape. Because I clearly didn't want to buy the album. But I think I bought the movie. I did own the movie. And I was feeling the songs for a while. My girl Jill Scott, Jilly from Philly, baby. You know you got to have that Who is Jill Scott album quality right there. Do I even want to keep G-Unit? Yeah, because, just memory lane, in case I want to go through memory lane. D12 album, D12 world. I love me a good Eminem. I do like me the white rapper, Eminem. He's one of my faves. I think one reason that I really like Eminem, I started off as a Tupac fan, but mainly because, like, my dad used to listen to Tupac all the time. So he introduced me to Tupac. And then when Eminem came out, I just connected a little bit more with Eminem. And that was when I was in my suburbs era. Because even though I'm from the hood, I was never a hood chick. Salt and Pepper. This is when they came back. Now, Salt and Pepper obviously has a much longer history than they're older than me is what I'm trying to say. Like, my brother grew up on Salt and Pepper. So those songs that he was vibing to was a little bit before my time. But this Very Necessary album, I was on that. I was on that. Mariah Carey here, you know, she fired. I know that emojis because my voice is amazing. I know it is. We got a little Mariah Carey. I guess I went Philly trip July of '09. Okay. Let me try to put this together. So 2009. So this is before I moved to Vegas. So I was living in North Carolina. And I guess July of 2009 I must have went to Philly. And then at some point I moved to Vegas. Because I moved to Vegas October '09. This apparently has Carrie Hilson and Friends. So this was around the time Carrie Hilson was big on my musical radar. We're not gonna keep the mixtapes, but we know we got MJ Jackson 5 and Dangerous. Oh Lord, now we got some mixtapes that apparently were to the people I was in love with at the time. They're gone. Get rid of that. Alright, let's see. Aida, y'all, I love me a good musical. I love me a good musical. I remember my mom took me to this musical my senior year of high school. If y'all have never heard Heather Headley sing in person, I'll tell you something. I used to look at people and think they was freaking crazy when they would see Michael Jackson and cry like a baby at his concert. This woman had me in tears. Listening to her voice live, I was in there like, God damn, what is happening? It was amazing. So Aida will always have a place in my heart. Heather Headley will always have a place in my heart because her voice made me cry. I didn't even know that was possible. Now, I have almost cried before at concerts, but it was because the concert was almost over and I was upset. Like, dang it, my $200 didn't go long enough. Keep singing. That was a different type of tear. But that Broadway musical had me in my feels. I felt each and every one of those songs. I said, I am going through it right now. It was an emotional roller coaster. I don't know who gave me this, because I know I ain't buy it. Sierra. You know, we got the Sierra era, the evolution, goodies, throwing it back. She used to, in my mind, I was like, this is going to be the new Janet. And she still reminds me of Janet as far as, how she sings. And then her as a performer. It just, she didn't get as big as I thought she was going to get. But still love me some Sierra. We got some more mixtapes here. We don't need to. This one was an inappropriate mixtape. This was 100% inappropriate. If y'all can see some of the songs that's on there, this was hip-hop reggae mixes what I listed. Some of these songs is nasty, girl. I'm going to have to listen to some of these now that I'm thinking about it. But these songs, they nasty. Oof, maybe I should hold on to this. Do you still play? Not get rid of that. Britney Spears, but that's a bootleg. We don't get rid of that. We don't need to keep any of these bootleg books. But y'all remember when we just go to this? Probably was a good what's it called? Napster. Remember them Napster days? Make a whole album illegally. Maybe I shouldn't admit to this. Allegedly. I was on Napster making CDs illegally. Can't prove it though. B2K. Now, B2K, I feel like technically is slightly, it's like these one of them eras where it was like, was I too old to listen to B2K? I don't know. I think I might have been. Might have been a little too old, but still I was jamming out to it. I can't quite remember if I felt old listening to them or not. D'Angelo. This was his very sexy era. Very, very sexy era. Oh, goodness. Rent. I guess we got another, we got a soundtrack. Got a soundtrack mixtape. So I tell y'all, I'm a musical girl. Love me a good musical. Oh, I see somebody recognize Heather. Yes, they are. These are some nasty songs. These are some nasty songs. Let me put them away because y'all got me just thinking. A little bit of Tyrese. Which album is this, Tyrese? Is this the first one? You know, hold on now. Y'all, this remember when Tyrese used to have that LeBray piercing? I used to have one too. Can y'all tell? I used to have LeBray piercing too. Old school Tyrese. Coming off the Pepsi commercial and stuff. Ooh, Lord. I just straight up called this the Napster mix. So you knew this whole thing was illegal. Lord Jesus. Let's see what's on here. This is such a random mix of songs. What was happening? Like, how you gonna have two live crew and Kirk Franklin on the same album? What was the vibe? What was I going for? Okay, this must have just been a miscellaneous thing. Oh, a little R&B mix. Oh, these quality songs right here. Sammy on here. Look at that. Yo, I still be rocking out to Sammy too. If y'all don't know, Sammy is still dropping fantastic music. That man is underrated. Favorite Sammy album, just in case Sammy's watching, Insomnia is still my favorite, sir. In fact, I listened to that 2 days ago, and I'm going to listen to it again once I pop off this bad boy. A little bit of 3T. 3T, you know, they almost had me in a chokehold, but I feel like they dropped one album, and then I don't know what happened after that. Of course, I'm going to have Genuine on here. 100% Genuine. We're going to get rid of that mixtape. Who we got here? In Vogue. Y'all remember In Vogue? This is, you know, these memories is something, I tell you. Who we got going on here? I don't know. This is a college mixtape. Somebody done made me a mixtape for college. Jess and Kelly, appreciate the mixtape. Appreciate you. This is from when I went to Davidson College. One of the dorm rooms was called Belk. In my freshman year, I was in base Belk, and that's what this is. Oh, snap. This is a college throwback. Woo! It's on the trash, though. Beyonce, apparently I bootlegged your whole album. Sorry, but you made enough money. You'll be fine. Who else got bootlegged? Somebody number on that. Somebody telephone number on that. The streets been waiting for what? Who number is this? I'm not gonna show you that one. What is this? Anyway, let's get rid of it. Lord, I had a whole. This is sex tape. I mean, let me rephrase that. This was a yeah. The name of the mix is When We Make Love. And I see who it's from. Ain't no telling what's on that. Little Cameron, little throwback. Anybody still making mixtapes for their lovers? Do people still do that? You know, I ain't been in a relationship so long, I don't even know. Would I be corny if I was like, here's a mixtape? I was thinking about you. Somebody gonna have to fill me in on what we doing now in the 2000s, the 2024s. Once again, I know somebody gave me this because who are these people? The Blends. DJ Mike T. Anybody know who that is? He has a hip hop and R&B mix, volume 8. I know some of these songs. I need some of these people. What else we got? 3LW, but you ain't got a book. Broken Promises. Trina. The Trina era for me was short and long-lived. I'm sorry. I got 2 of her albums, but I haven't listened to Trina in like 4 eves. This just lets me know like what was going on at the time. Oh my gosh. So this is hilarious to me. I would like to hold on to. This is a CD I'm gonna hold on to. Back in college, I had a few friends that created a Christmas mix, but they made it rated R. I guess it was like rated R. And the funny thing is, when y'all be having kids and y'all switch up, I be wanting to snitch on y'all so bad. Cause this is one of them times where I just want to play this for their kids. Cause these two of my friends that now all of a sudden they got family, so they try to act all proper and bougie. I want to be like, this is what your mama made when we was in college. You need to listen to this mixtape where she talking about saying a baby and slapping her. Look, your mama be lying to you. Y'all need to stop lying to these kids. Let them know who you really is. Some of them might start listening to you more when you say, trust me, I've been there, I've done that. If they only know the perfect side of you, they ain't gonna believe you. But if they know that you was making mixtapes in college, they might listen. Shoot, make me mad. I swear I'm gonna be I'm that friend that be wanting to snitch so bad. This is another one of my rap mix. You know what I'm saying? My little rap mix. Happy Monday, DJ Love. Welcome to the just share the playlist to my, how? What playlist you talking about, Kim? What play oh, tell on yourself with the number on it. Yeah, like who? I don't know what. I don't know what's going on with that. We ain't going there. I mean, let me check to see what y'all been talking about, cause I be getting on my I be getting my tangents. He been crying you much late. What? He's been crying you much lately for me. Who? What? Van Miles, you lost me here. I don't know what that was about. I should have been checking the chat. Oh, telling yourself with a number on it. Y'all know who would. I'm not even like. Did the Weed Man make me a mixtape? What is happening? Who is watching? Anyway, let's see what we got here. Oh. This is interesting. Alright, so I got a dance mix here from when I used to work on a cruise ship. So back in the day, I worked on Cruise America. And all their ships are like got damn at the end. So this lets me know this is from a cruise ship days, but I don't have the slightest idea what's on there. Miles down. Let's see what else we got here. Lil' Kim. I think my friend put me on Lil' Kim. One of my friends, Marquis, used to love Lil' Kim, but this is the only real album that I listened to. No. The La Bella Mafia album, and then the Naked Truth. The Naked Truth was my favorite Lil' Kim album. All the ones before, I wasn't really one for me. Snoop Dogg, I probably only own one CD of this man. Rhythm and Gangsta. Guns and stuff. Keisha Cole when she first came out. Tyrese been crying lately. That man's going through it. And for a while, he was, I was really liking what Tyrese had to say. I was listening to the things that he was sharing, because it was indeed motivating me at times. Where I think around the time where he released the book, like Get Out of Your Own Way or something like that, he was speaking some gems, but every now and then we have our high points and our low points, and he might be at one of the very emotional points, which is why he crying all the time. But I appreciate that he at least shares that and shows that it's okay for men to cry. I appreciate that he does that. But, he has also said some things that I don't like. Whether it's about his views of women or his views of the gay community, where I'm just like, well, I don't agree there. So I don't want to be mad at you. I'm gonna just turn this off. Had to throw it back. Omarion brother. This boy dropped one album and peaced out on us as well. But him and Omarion, his whole family, they are very attractive men. I still be following them on the Insta of Grams. These boys, men's are just handsome. Goodness. Lord, y'all, I got another album. What y'all hear right now, if you can hear it, is Fatty's automatic litter. I don't know if I'm the one who named it what it's called, or if it was something that was available to the public, but apparently this is the Safe Sex album. If you're gonna have sex, make sure it's safe. Let's see who's on here. Hmm. Yep. It's not. I mean, it was like a respectable album. Looks like it was some love making, not just safe sex. I still don't know if I made this mixtape or if it was available to the public. Ah, okay, so you don't make mixtapes anymore. That's good to know. You don't make mixtapes. You send them to playlists. You gotta let me know, because if something happens, I gotta be prepared. Now, I don't see myself meeting anybody on the road, but I need to be prepared for all situations. So now I know. Don't make them a CD. Send them the playlist electronically, digital. I saved that just now. It's in my memory. Making CDs was my thing back in the day. People expected my mixes Section Chance production. I can inlate what you're doing today with your music. You can relate. So DJ Love. So I take it you still making because when I saw DJ, even though it's spelled DEE, I immediately thought DJ. So I see you all up in the music. I wish I could check out your page to see if you got some music on there now. Ooh, we got Selena, Beady Beady Bamba. This the one from the motion picture right here. Selena had me. Well, this movie had me in the chokehold. Will put me in a Selena chokehold. Anything for Selena's. Okay, so Street's been waiting. I guess is DJ Drama, cause that's what this say. But I still don't know who number on there. Who gave me these? Like, some of this stuff don't seem like anything I was listening to. Gangsta Grill 16. Gucci Mane, My Kitchen. Willie the Kid, Fully Loaded. I don't, like, my brain is not recollecting anything right now. Duffel Bag Boys. I remember that a little bit. Not the type of music I'm listening to now. Chris Brown. Is this the first album? Remember when he was all seemed like a just he had his food. He was just like, look at Run It. Is this the first album? Yes, it is. Excuse me, Mrs. On here. That's Before the Tattoos. This is a throwback for you. I think that's the only one I own. I thought I had Graffiti. Probably didn't buy it though. Yeah, seems about right. We almost near the end. Music Soul Child, another Philly artist right here, I Just Want to Sing. This song, this album was a good one. Tupac, this is I would say, I will tell people Tupac is my favorite rapper. He's not my favorite. He's definitely one of my favorite rappers. I am definitely one of those people who like a lot of the he put down the foundation. But if I'm jamming out, it's definitely probably Eminem, and then Lil Dicky had me in the chokehold for a while. He from the same. I think he's from Montgomery County as well. Different district, but I think the same county. Tupac greatest hits. That's how I cheat. I get some of my greatest hits. Call it a day. We're holding on to that. Let's see what else we got. Just a few more. Rent. This was the first Broadway musical that I fell in love with. I remember falling in love with this in high school. And I came across Rent by way of a few of my friends that took musical theater. I try not to focus on my regrets, but some of the things that I would have loved to have done differently was done musical theater growing up, or theater period. This is one of the first things that I was attracted to, that I was drawn to, and I allowed my fear to hold me back. A few of my friends were in musical theater. They were performing a few of the songs, and I was just like, what is that? Automatically, I fell in love with the songs. Like, what is that? And they're like, oh, that's from Rent. I started listening to Rent, and then that just opened up the door for so many more musicals after that. It's a bit of a regret not doing theater when I first was drawn to it. However, it's not too late now. We can start now. My path is to inspire those who didn't do it when they first wanted to, but you still alive, so you still got time to do it. That is my path. I guess I made a mixtape for the family reunion. I don't know if these are blank or not, but we got some old school Lil Wayne. Look harder. I really don't remember buying these albums. Like, I feel like I don't remember buying them. But there's a lot of albums I don't remember. You know, got that old school Lil Wayne, The Corridor 2. I couldn't list out one song on any of these albums right now. That's why I'm like, did I buy it or did somebody give it to me? Or did I accidentally borrow it from somebody? Like, I got questions. I just don't remember buying them. And that's it. We are now able, we gonna hold on to Janet though. Meow, meow, meow. You know, this is throwing back. You know, when I say I'm a Janet fan, I got them. Hopefully I got some Janet fans in here that can recognize these albums. Why do I have two for... Oh, I don't know why I have two of the Velvet Rope. But okay. They even got Janet's original. Come on. Look at little baby Janet. Look at baby Janet. Oh, throwback. I don't even think I was born when this album came out. 1982. I wasn't even born yet. But I wound up buying it later. So these we gonna hold on to. Right? These still the albums and the covers. And then these we gonna hold on to. Because I'm not ready to get rid of it yet. And then all this, sorry Waka, this book, I ain't got no use for this book. These CDs, they go in the trash. Now, I wish there was something I could do, because I hate just throwing stuff out. Like, I wish there was a use for this. But if I sit around and say, oh my God, I'm going to figure out some great way to recycle this, then I'm going to have them for another 12 years. So we just trashing them. They go in the trash. And that is how you downsize, folks. Sometimes a baby step is all that matters. My bad, y'all. That was aggressive. Step 1. Project Wall Art. I feel like that is what my friend Candace plans on doing with the DVDs that I left with her. I don't really have walls. Like, it's not a lot of wall space in this RV. So, that's not really a project for me. But I'm like, can I melt it down and turn it into jewelry? Like, there's gotta be... No, we're not gonna worry about that. But they go in the trash. These books will go in the recycle. We got the recycle for this, trash for this, and then the books that I already have them in the car. I just need to drop them off at a thrift store. I really would. I do a lot of stuff where I just drop it off at Goodwill, but one thing that I was looking for is I wanted to be able to either donate it to somewhere else, like a senior citizen's home. You know, they have their own little library there, or like a shelter. That'd be cool. Take some books to a shelter if they have a little library. But nothing was popping up on my quick Google search, so Google about to get my stuff again. But that's pretty much it. So I'm happy y'all came and joined me. You can take them to a pawn shop. I guess I could have took it to the trauma, but the problem is with these CDs, they skip. I already know they skip. That's the whole reason why I said you gotta get rid of them. Ride here to Pennsylvania, when I first started, when I left out of Pahrump and I was heading to Vegas, since I didn't have anything to set my phone up, I didn't have an aux cord or a way to do Bluetooth from the RV from my phone. I was putting in the CDs and they was just skipping. So I said, well, dang it, get rid of them. But I couldn't just throw them out on the road because I wanted to save some of my books. I knew I wasn't ready to do that yet. But today I said, I'm ready to get rid of them. So that's what we going to. That is the plan. Yeah, sometimes, purging is such a process, and it's interesting because I've been trying to look at the psychology of some of the stuff that we experience when it comes to downsizing and purging, and that's my thing. Like I had a psychology background, came out of social sciences and whatnot, so I know that mentally it's hard for a reason. And I always try to sit down and figure out what's so hard about giving up these items. Why are you holding on to it? And some of the stuff is like straight ego. It's because I want to be able to say, I've been an immature fan for years, and if anybody ever questions me, I can be like, well, I'm going to show you the CD that I had. What? But that's part of the process. That's part of the problems that I have with purging. With my clothes, I don't know why I have so many clothes or why I had so many clothes, but some of my clothes I literally had for like 20 some odd years. And I know that there are times I'm going to come on hard times, but I don't need to hold on to clothes for 20 years. Sometimes I'm like, I want to make sure I get my money's worth. You got the shirt from Ross. It was $7 damn. How long you need to hold on to it to get your money's worth? Those are the conversations I would have to have with myself before I could let certain things go. So these CDs, I know some of it, for some reason, it's like, if I ever meet the artist, I want to prove my loyalty to them. Why? They don't even know who I am. They don't care. They care, but they don't care. You don't need to prove nothing. Get rid of it. Get some space. You need the space. Use the space. Stop trying to prove something. Stop ego tripping. So that's what my problems have been. So, with downsizing, if you think about it, why are you holding on to some of the stuff? Let's have a session. Do you need to lay down on your couch? We can talk about it. Just a thought. Anyway, another thing that I found when it comes to getting rid of certain things, or at least the process of getting rid of stuff, like me having this live with you all and showing you everything, for some reason I feel so much better about getting rid of stuff. And then I also started taking picture of things. I would take a picture of it before I threw it away. Once again, I don't know why that made me feel better, but I was able to throw the item away. So a win is a win. Do what I gotta do, and then at some point I'll probably just get rid of the picture. But for now, I got it in case I need it. Yeah, I have a lot of Ross outfits. I love me a good Ross shirt, and they don't need to be. They not meant to. I don't think they meant to last as long as I held on to some of them. I have pictures. In fact, recently the video that I dropped where I'm in Maryland, the jersey that I'm wearing, it's like a Nuggets jersey, but it's the throwback with the rainbow. A friend of mine was like, I know that is not the same jersey that you had when you used to live in New Mexico. Mind you, I lived in New Mexico. It was like 2002, 2003. So the fact that she brought that up, like, is that the same jersey? I'm sorry. The fact that he brought that up, he was like, that is not the same jersey. And I'm like, yeah, it is. And it wasn't until he said something when I realized, like, I've really had that jersey for way too long. But I'm not getting rid of it because it's still in good condition. I think I have an Iverson jersey also. Probably the only jersey that I think I bought that's official, possibly, I think. Still holding on to that. When did Iverson play with the Sixers? That's how long that jersey is. That's how old that jersey is. I just be holding on to stuff. Had shirts that was handed down to me. One of my hoodies, a friend noticed in the picture, like, you have that hoodie? I was like, yeah, you gave it to me in high school. And she was like, I stole that from one of my boyfriends. You have one of my ex-boyfriend shirts on right now. And I was like, ooh. Oh. I was like, maybe I should get rid of this. I mean, they not together no more. There's probably a lot of bad chemistry all the way down to this. Let me just get rid of this. So that's just me. But anyway, what else we got going on? Did I miss anything in the chat? Just talking to myself. I'll be in here just having whole conversations with myself. Jason's in my current situation. Oh, I see, DJ, the breakdown of your name. Got it. So not necessarily a disc jockey. All right, going through. Kim know about Heather. I'm so excited somebody else know about Heather Headley. All right. I think I'm caught up in the chat. Now, I do need to actually start another project. But the next project will be a project that's likely to stress me out. So I'm going to go ahead and end the live. I'm happy that you all hung out with me. Appreciate you being here. This next project will probably actually turn into a video as well. It's me setting up the rest of the camera. So as y'all may be aware, I did the cameras outside. And the security system that I purchased in order to do that, there's 4 cameras left. And I want to set them up inside so I can check the fur babies. Of the 4 that I have, I'm probably only going to put up 3. And then I'll just have that extra camera maybe as a backup in case one of the cameras breaks, or maybe in due time I'll have a need for a camera in a particular location. But as of now, I have plans for 3. And I still don't really know how I'm going to work that out. But that's likely to be the next video coming up, or at least the next video that I need to film. It is for sure the next project that I need to do in this RV. So I'm going to take care of that. But once again, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for going down memory lane with me. I hope you have fun. I'm happy for those who are saying, I love the channel. Thank you. The Red Rogue, you love the channel. Love your channel. You always have me cracking up. I'm happy you are entertained by my shenanigans. I do love doing this channel. I really do. I love that people are enjoy watching it. For me, creating is really therapeutic. It's really fun to get it out there, and then to get a response and to get feedback where people are finding value, whether it's entertainment, laughter, or you learn something new, or you're inspired, or you get an idea to try something in your life. Warms my heart. Warms my heart. The fact that you love these fur babies just as much as I do is also pretty fun. I don't know if they understand it, but I know they feel the love, so that's cool as well. And look out, we're going to be doing more. I definitely want to do more lives. I do enjoy these. Doing the lives are really fun, so I have some things that I'm trying to figure out as far as making sure I can give you more lives. Fatty's doing good. He's actually right here with me. Was just telling everyone what Fatty he just needs. We're gonna start giving him. Went to the vet. Vet isn't particularly worried about him. It's nothing that I need to be super fearful of. I just gotta change his diet. Get him probably drinking more distilled water to help with the bladder stones. This is something that is somewhat common among cats, especially male cats. And it is not a, it's something that he can bounce back from, is what I'll say. He can definitely bounce back from. The good thing is we caught it at a time where we can go ahead and reverse any damage that may have been done. But he's been acting the same way. Besides the fact that he keeps peeing and the fact that he just peed on his bed, outside of that, Fatty acts the same. Like if I was to grab a can of wet food, he would perk up and act his usual self. So I don't really start worrying about Fatty until his appetite is affected. And that's when I'm just like, oh, hold on. And long as every time he goes up there and I hear something come out of him, then we're okay. We're okay. So you'll be able to see him in the next adventure, probably cursing me out whenever I put a key in the engine. But we are going to try to You know, I am going to take in consideration that he doesn't like traveling. I'm not going to continue to force him. I'm not going to force. He's going to be forced to travel, but he doesn't have to always travel. And I'm thinking of ways to do little side adventures in my car when I want to explore something, instead of taking an RV out, and just do maybe short trips in my car instead of what I was originally considered, which would have been short trips in the RV. And Fatty would just stay home or stay with a friend. We don't want you too stressed out. You're an old man. You're an old man. You and your brother, but you the one who just hate traveling. And I guess, you know, we're having to adjust some of the things we planned on doing, but he is okay. Fatty's good to go. All right. But anyways, let me go ahead and get focused on the next project. Thank you everybody for coming in. And I will catch you soon. I will see you all next time. Love him. He is. So yeah, he is. My little big man. Let me see. Say bye. Say bye, everybody, fat man. Let them know you okay. He's your big boy. He's your big man. Every time I take him to the vet, it's always funny because they're like, well, he's big. I was like, is he still overweight? And they're like, no. Well, this was always like, no, well, but he's just a big man. But anyway, I will see y'all next time. And thanks for stopping by. Stay smooth, you too, DJ.